There was something unforgettable about prisoner cell block H.
And they can only succeed if I have the cooperation of all my staff.
Save your speeches.
The gritty walls of Wentworth, the unforgettable characters, and the raw, emotional storytelling made it a television classic.
Yeah? But why don't you mind your own business?
It wasn't just a show. It was an era, a time when drama felt real and performances left a mark on our hearts. But as the years passed, so too did some of the incredible actors who brought these characters to life.
You said to me once that if people didn't accept you the way you are, they're not worth 2 bob.
Today, we remember The Prisoner, Cell Block H stars we lost. Strong, composed, and fiercely intelligent, Gerda Nicholson's portrayal of Governor Anne Reynolds in Prisoner Cell Block H brought a new kind of authority to Wentworth.
Oh, Paul, I am sorry. All that time and expense you've put in.
Unlike her predecessors, Anne was fair and level-headed, earning both the respect and fear of inmates and officers alike. But behind the stern exterior was an actress deeply respected for her talent and warmth. Born in 1937, Gerda was a fixture in Australian theatre, film, and television. From The Sullivans to Brides of Christ, she played roles with quiet strength and dignity. But it was Prisoner that made her a household name, with fans admiring her no-nonsense leadership as Wentworth's governor. Tragically, in 1992, Gerda passed away suddenly from a stroke at just 54 years old. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. Her legacy remains in every Prisoner episode where Anne Reynolds held her ground. Rest in peace, Gerda Nicholson. She was tough, unpredictable, and fiercely loyal.
No! Doreen stays with me!
Frankie Doyle was Prisoner Cell Block H's first true rebel, and Carol Burns made sure she was unforgettable. As the original Wentworth bad girl, Frankie's short fuse and deep vulnerability made her a fan favorite, even though she only appeared in the show's first 20 episodes. Carol, however, was much more than just Frankie.
Well, come on, what's it say? Who's it from, for God's sake?
Born in 1947, she was a highly respected theater actress, known for her commanding stage presence and dedication to the craft. While Prisoner made her a household name, she shied away from typecasting, taking on diverse roles across film, TV, and theater. In 2015, at the age of 68, Carol passed away from cancer. Though her time on Prisoner was brief, Frankie Doyle remains one of the show's most iconic characters, an indelible mark left by a truly remarkable actress. Rest in peace, Carol Burns.
No way, I said. If I'm as bad as that, you just take me out and shoot.
Few prisoner cell block H characters were as beloved as Lizzie Birdsworth. With her raspy laugh, quick wit, and love for a sneaky drink, Lizzie was the heart of Wentworth. And behind the role was Sheila Florance, a powerhouse actress with a life as fascinating as any script. Born in 1916, Sheila's career spanned decades, from early Australian television to acclaimed film roles.
And whichever way you look at it, I'm going to be a burden to them and to everybody else.
But it was Prisoner that made her a star, playing the mischievous yet lovable Lizzie for nearly 400 episodes. Fans adored her, and she adored them right back. Even as illness took its toll, Sheila never stopped acting. In 1991, just days after winning an Australian Film Institute Award for A Woman's Tale, she passed away from cancer at 75. A legend of the screen and a true fighter till the end. Sheila Florance will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Sheila. For over 400 episodes, Betty Bobbitt brought warmth and humor to the gritty world of prisoner cell block H. As the lovable yet tough Judy Bryant, she became one of the show's most iconic characters.
In fact, I'm sure that there's nothing you couldn't teach her.
A champion for the underdog, unafraid to stand up for what was right. But Betty's career stretched far beyond Wentworth. Born in New York in 1939, she made Australia her home in the 1960s and quickly became a familiar face on television. Beyond Prisoner, she acted alongside Paul Hogan in Crocodile Dundee and had a hand in writing comedy sketches. In 2020, at the age of 81, Betty suffered a stroke and passed away shortly after. Though she's gone, her legacy lives on in the hearts of fans who still remember Judy's defiant spirit. After all, Wentworth wouldn't have been the same without her. Rest in peace, Betty Bobbitt. You wouldn't be lying to me, would you? With that menacing catchphrase, Tommy Dysart cemented himself as one of prisoner cell block H's most unforgettable villains. As corrupt and sadistic Officer Jock Stewart, he made life hell for the women of Wentworth.
Business is now being placed in jeopardy because of the irresponsibility of a grubby little 14-year-old tart.
But in real life, Tommy was far from the brute he played on screen. Born in Scotland in 1935, he built an impressive career in Australian film and television. While Prisoner made him infamous, he also became a cult favorite for his work in the Anzacs, Skippy the Bush Kangaroo, and the legendary Yellow Pages Gogomobile ad.
I've got a problem with my Gogomobile. Gogomobile?
His deep voice instantly recognizable to millions.
Tommy Dysart. The entertainment industry today saluted the veteran actor who's died after a brief illness.
In 2022, Tommy passed away at the age of 86 after a brief illness. Though Jock Stewart was a villain fans loved to hate, the man behind the role was nothing short of beloved. Rest in peace, Tommy Dysart. In the tough world of prisoner cell block H, there weren't many kind-hearted officers. But Joyce Barry, played by Joy Westmore, was an exception. Gentle, caring, and often caught between duty and compassion, she brought warmth to Wentworth in over 400 episodes.
Oh, I've been dying to tell everyone. Remember that money that Mervyn won in the cookery contest? Well, we're going overseas.
Born in 1932, Joy Westmore had a long and diverse career in Australian entertainment. While Prisoner made her famous, she also delighted audiences in comedy, radio, and TV classics like Blue Heelers and Neighbours. Her light-hearted nature made her a fan favorite, both on and off screen. In 2020, at the age of 88, Joy passed away after battling dementia. Though she's gone, her legacy lives on in the memories of those who loved her work. In a show filled with chaos and cruelty, Joyce Barry reminded us that kindness could exist, even behind bars.
The Governor will decide on appropriate action against both of you the minute I make my report.
Rest in peace, Joy Westmore. She was Wentworth's gentle matriarch, kind, wise, and fiercely protective.
Doreen told me that you received a telegram.
As Mum Brooks in Prisoner Cell Block H, Mary Ward played one of the most beloved characters in the series. But beyond Wentworth's walls, her real-life story was just as remarkable. Born in 1915, Mary was a trailblazer, one of Australia's first female broadcasters before making her mark in television and theatre. While Prisoner introduced her to a new generation of fans,
Outside,
This seemed the only place I belonged.
She also found success in Sons and Daughters and Blue Heelers, proving her versatility across decades. Mary lived an extraordinary life, passing away in 2021 at the incredible age of 106. A true pioneer of Australian entertainment, she leaves behind a legacy of warmth, talent, and unforgettable performances. Rest in peace, Mary Ward. Though the bars of Wentworth were fictional, the impact these actors had was very real. They gave us characters we loved, stories we cherished, and performances that stood the test of time. But fate had its own script, and some of them left us before we were ready to say goodbye. Which of these actors left the biggest impact on you? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's honor their legacy together. If you'd like to see more tributes like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Their stories may have ended, but their presence on screen will never fade.